Welcome, friends, lovers, and everyone in between. With the alpha release of Space Engineers 2, it has sparked a new sense of wonder, community, and innovation. Not because it's necessarily groundbreaking, but because it has everything that we, the players, have asked for, and it works. And alpha works. Try telling that to any AAA title, and I swear to God, they would sue you for defamation or have an aneurysm at the conceptualization of the idea. So today, we're doing a little bit of an experiment and simple to the point idea. How long does it take to go from zero to hero? Starting survival mode with nothing more than a free spirit and the tools in our back, our goal is to unlock the first tier of production blocks, because that is when things really get started. So I say enough talk, let's go! You and your brother are flying through space to bring colonialism to the new world. But the muscle relaxers start to kick in, and you end up crashing into a big rock. And you kill about, 40 people, say screw it, let's head planetside to fix this. Mama ain't raised no quitter. So while you head down in a questionable ODST drop pod, leaving your whiny, annoying brother behind, we finally make landfall. With no time to waste and a timer in my mind, I allow myself just a few seconds of enjoyment looking around, and then I get to work. Taking up my drill and being bombarded with more UI elements, I meet the first challenge. I need to drill out resources nearby to fix up the ship, all while having someone complaining in my ear that I don't care enough about them. Boys, is this what it's like to have a girlfriend? Because I wouldn't know. I'm a content creator. I don't really get those. Drilling out the resources, I was introduced to being blinded by enough sparks to start a California forest fire. So after a little bit of digging and stealing the electric company's power supply, we were prepared to fix up the ship and get the hell out of here. A lot of peas. Taking off from the platform, our time is currently at whatever my editor says it is. Hey Micah, what's the time? Thanks. Now everyone, be nice and say hello down in the comments. They're new and you're scaring them. But back to the video. Flying high and dry, we head on over to explore a new GPS signal. Upon landing, we're introduced to a questionable testing facility to teach us a few things. 1. You can blueprint blocks anywhere now to build. 2. You can use materials or raw minerals to build your blocks. And 3. To question everything. Why is this here? Why is it not done? What was its purpose? Where did it come from? Where did it go? Where did it come from? Cotton Eye Joe. Right. Once completed, we got some pretty fire to play with. Which, of course, in my Neanderthal caveman brain, sparked an idea. The objective is complete. I may as well steal it all back. And so, in under 8 minutes, my life of crime already began. And the only way to stop me is by subscribing so I become big enough to be swatted by the police. It's the only way. That's how you know you've made it. With the next objective already taking up more space on my screen, I was heading on over to the weather station. Why? Because me and the girls are going out for kombucha later and I don't want my hair to get wet. Getting close to the destination, my boy has a bit of a tism strike at the sight of a hydrogen ship.
Yes, I found a hydrogen-powered ship, meaning it's space-capable.
Finally.
Because who doesn't like it when things go... And as a side tangent, bit of my own tism strike of absolutely loving the atmospheric thruster sound of like powering on and off. Oh yeah, that's the good shit. Following the standard procedure so far, I went and gathered more materials for the hydrogen ship to get the bastard airborne. And I'm glad the tolerances are much better here in Space Engineers 2, because my dumb fingers decided to turn off the power 30 feet in the air and land harder than your mom rolling out of bed because she heard a chili outside and went to go grab a bowl. After everything was said and done, the time has jumped up a bit higher, reaching somewhere into the 21 range. But before we go Team Rocket style blasting off again, we received a transmission from a mysterious crashed ship over the ridges that needs investigating. On the way over, I was going to attempt to put a camel through the eye of a needle, but soon realized I'm too scared and will be calling my mommy. Arriving to the crash site, I have made a very critical lapse in judgment by landing on the nose of the wreckage. As it turns out, when you break away the structural stability of a load-bearing joist keeping up 30 tons of bullshit hovering over a cliff, that it doesn't always turn out so well.
Spend all your time waiting for that second chance.
But wait! Oh, whoa! What's this? It survived? Well, I'll count my blessings and pray to the great clang gods above. May their unstable physics warm your heart and fill your lungs with jolly and cheer. Making my way downtown, stealing crap, getting plans. Looks like we're going spacebound. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Sitting under 25 minutes, we're on our way back to grab old Bessie Hydro to hit the final frontier, space. But of course, not before a quick break to have some fun and wanting to see what happens when you try to reenact 2001. Now, as much fun as that was, I think it's about time we head on up to see what's waiting for us. Cue the obligatory space travel scenes. Alright, now there's a station and... Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! No worries, this only happens when inside these bubbles. All damage is fully negated, so that's always fun. But right on cue to kill the fun, our brother comes back on the comms to complain some more.
And you've decided I'm the one to stay behind?
Sitting now at just under 30 minutes, we're getting close to the completion of this experiment. Or so I thought. You see, from here, this is when we start unlocking our blocks. This will be changed in the future to an actual NPC, but for now, we visit this here terminal and accept contracts/missions to complete tasks to increase our sector's colonization. This will not only unlock more blocks, but also, reaching 100% in the region, it will unlock another area of space for us to travel to. Our first task is to go fix up what will be our first base of operations. Heading there, we're met with a few modules that need repairing to get it operational. It only taken a few minutes to complete and bring the time to around 33 minutes. You would think this be the end, but there is one more step that I set as the challenge to consider this complete. We must unlock Production Blocks Tier 1, as that is when you actually start a bit of industry. But before we go do that, if you guys have been enjoying the content, then please do feel free to subscribe, like, and do all that typical jazzy stuff to show your support. And of course, if you want to see any other particular challenges or things to test, then let me know down below in the comments. I read everything, or at least I try to. But enough of that, we have a gold set before us and I am not quitting now. Taking on another contract, this time to repair an old asteroid base with infrastructure more decrepit than Grandma remembering what the Great Depression was like. However, in all my glorious wisdom, I decided to just fly there with my jetpack, just to be met with low hydrogen and survival meters that are slowly draining the life out of me. With no time to waste, I start pushing the boxes out with the great power of bonk. Moving onward to repairing the station, I was once again reminded that I should have brought the ship, because I left all my components, and most importantly treats, back on the cockpit. So I had to get creative. And by creative, I mean crime. Tearing down anything that had what I needed, regardless of not if it was bolted to the floor or rather the ceiling. So, after shutting off the power, breaking the windows, tearing up the floors, and mining the rare earth minerals of the asteroid, we had finally completed our task. Now we just have to get home and... Oh, well, that's not good. Well, there really is only one thing I can do, and that's to carefully hover my way back like a fat guy in a lazy river, but not also before enjoying the sights along the way. Getting back home with only 9% energy left to spare, we had finally done it. We unlocked Production Tier 1. Woohoo! Last hard look at his beauty, I can't help but feel accomplished. Hey, I think I can see Venezuela from here. Huh, I wonder what that's all about. I'm sure it's fine. So as we close out here and witness what it's like to be a Chinese worker in an industrial accident, the final time to complete this whole challenge from drop pod all the way to hitting complete on that contract came to, drumroll please, exactly 52 minutes. So in under 1 hour, you can go from being a crashed troglodyte all the way up to serving in the Space Force. This has been Digital Dave. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you, and I'll make sure to see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.